Hey guys, so how we doing? I wanted to do a little bit of a video, a little bit of a talk about my Bikingman Taiwan kit list. Bikingman Taiwan is a 1,150 kilometer race with about 60,000 foot of climbing, so a double Everest in it. I expect to be done in around 3 days. The time limit is 5. I want to run through my lightweight setup that I'm using. I've done another video about the bike and why I'm using certain parts on the bike, but this video is about the kit. If you're looking for the bike video, then it should be up on the channel somewhere, or it will be up in the next day or two, depending on when I release these videos. Okay, so let's run through what I'm taking. Firstly, obviously cycling lycra, helmet, and some Shimano S-Fire sunglasses, which I absolutely love, by the way. Cat-like helmet, really good just because they're so light. Top bag here, nice and simple pair of gloves, headphones, and a charge cable for my Garmin. On the front here we have the Garmin, and I'm running a Volt 800 light setup. So as you can see, that's just on a little bracket here. Here's Rex, he's a bit of a ledge. Garmin 810, spot tracker. And on the inside here, sorry, it's a tad little bit dark, but we're getting through it. We're gonna get through it. Let's get through all the sensor. Obviously you have your survival mat for Bikingman. This is the best thing since sliced bread on these races. It's so important. Okay, so we have a Gore Shape Dry jacket. Amazing. What an awesome rain jacket. Toiletries consisting of mosquito spray. We have some digestion support. Don't really know why it's in there, but it was recommended, so I thought I'd take it. Toothbrush, toothpaste, Sudocrem, sun cream, paracetamol, diarrhea tablets, caffeine tablets. Done. Easy. That's all you need. Reflective stuff. Obviously my rain jacket's black and it's going to get cold at night, so I'm going to be using it. My kit's black as well. So I've actually got some reflective armbands and a high-vis jacket there. I actually wrap everything up with hairbands. It just keeps everything nice and neat and tidy. Means you can fit a little bit more in the bag. Arm warmers. Oh no, actually they're knee warmers. Arm warmers. Toilet paper. Need I say any more? Okay, so with my lighting setup, I can actually charge things off it as well. So this is actually a spare battery for my light, which is quite cool. And you can actually charge your phone, anything USB off it. So that's a really important one. Pump. Self-explanatory, really. Electrolytes. And yet again, another lighting battery, but held in a cradle with my old spare light. Spare lithium-ion batteries for my tracker. Okay, so this race, because I seem to run out of food a lot on these races, I've actually taken a lot of backup food. So you don't actually probably need this, you could probably get away with a lot less. I've got 2 gels there. A lot of sachets of carbohydrate powder, caffeine chewing gum, more carbohydrate powder, and more caffeine chewing gum. So as you can see, I'm carrying a lot of food, and that's really important. An inner tube, another gel. Then in here, we have a power bank. I always carry a spare power bank because it has a lot more capacity than the actual light charging banks, and it's always good to have more power than you need. Okay, so with wiring, like this is a really good little Anchor product. You can plug this in the USB side, and you've got all these different attachments here that you can be charging at once. So I take one of those, and then a couple of mini little ones like this. You don't want to take up too much space with cables. They're annoying and they get in the way. Little strap. So this is a strap out of a pedal, like you do let's say in the old school pedals. These are the spare straps. They're really good just for strapping things down and putting things together. And a cable tie. why wouldn't you need a cable tie? One thing I will add as well is on my bars at the front here, the tri bars, wrap them with a lot of insulation tape. That's so I can use the tape when I need it, if I need it, of course. Okay, so that's the frame bag all done, and now as down here, you can see I have a little carry case here. So it was quite a pain to get out then. I deliberately actually normally insulation tape it down because there's a lot of important stuff in here that we need to talk about and that I don't want to lose if I hit a bump a bit too hard. Mosquito Bands, never used them before, but I'll give them a go. They weigh nothing, so we'll try it. Another spare in a tube. I know I spoke about one earlier, I always carry two. Although I'm running a tubeless setup, always good to have two inner tubes. Multi-tool. Why wouldn't you want a multi-tool? And then down in here, a survival blanket. You're going to need something like this, you know. A lot of people, instead of taking a bivvy, I do not intend on sleeping out on this trip. So I normally would recommend a bivvy, maybe a sleeping bag, things like that. But realistically, on this trip, wouldn't touch it. Because it's only going to be 2 or 3 days, I'm probably going to need to sleep once. If I'm only going to be sleeping once over 3 days, it's going to be in a hotel. It's going to be somewhere nice. It's going to be somewhere with food. Okay, this is my little contents bag. This is probably one of the most important things on the whole bike in case of a problem. Okay, spare gear cable. I would probably recommend taking a spare brake cable. So I run hydraulic brakes, so there's no point for me doing it. If you're running standard caliper brakes, or ones or like disc brakes but with the cable, I'll take that. Spare dropout. Never, ever leave home without one of these, because you're really going to struggle to get one for your bike in a different country. I've even got in here, crazily enough, a spare set of brake pads. Probably won't need them, but I always just carry in case. Spoke key, and this also can take the valves out my wheels as well. And then sellotape to the side of that is like a tubeless repair pin. So you can actually put in, by using this little screw thing, put in these mushrooms, so if you get too big a slit into your tubeless tyre, you can normally repair them with these bad boys sometimes. So always worth taking that. Your inner tubes are your absolute backup, they really are. But just say you're popping all your inner tubes as well, here you go, patches. Weigh nothing, they're worth taking. Chain links. I don't know why, but for some reason, I'm carrying 2 sets. And then on top of that, spare set of brake pads. So guys, that's everything. The only thing I can probably talk about is 2 water bottles hanging off the back there. And there's a rear light just here, that is a cat eye also. And a nice little rear cat eye there as well. So, that is pretty much all. Stay cool.